Hello, thanks for joining me. In this video, I have a mini flow for you, and we will focus on cow-cat. And just a reminder before we begin that each body is different, and even our own bodies can feel different from day to day. So please practice at your own discretion. So in this flow, the reason I said cow-cat is it's easier as we move through those two asanas, which are often paired together, always almost paired together. Uh, we take an inhale in cow and an exhale in cat. So it's almost easier to switch the usual order of those asanas when we think about them. And the way that the breath is linked to those movements is usually how we breathe in other asanas. So when we expand and lift our chest, we inhale, which is cow, it's expansion. And then when we contract, forward folds, bending down, that's usually exhale. So we inhale and then exhale. So we'll think about that as we explore cow-cat in some of the asanas that we do. And in this mini flow, we have Sundays as our warm-up and just a short cool down without a Shavasana. You can always stop the video at the end and take more time. So let's begin in Sun A. So we will start in Tadasana. So mountain pose. In mountain pose, we want both feet firmly on the mat. Don't lock your knees, but have your legs straight. Your shoulders are back. They're aligned with your hips. Your hips are aligned with your knees and your ankles. Your arms naturally open out a bit at the side as you roll your shoulder blades down your back. The crown of your head is lifting and your chin is slightly tucked. And let's just find this strength in this foundational pose before we start our flow. On your next inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back into a plank pose. You can have your knees on or off the mat. On an exhale, lower, Chaturanga Dandasana, and then all the way to the mat. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. In your down dog here, your feet again are hip distance apart. Toes are facing toward the front of your mat. Weight is less in your wrists and more in the knuckles of your hands. Let's try to grip the mat a bit. That helps take some of the weight out. Shoulders are pulled away from your ears. Your ears are in line with your biceps. You can kind of rock your head side to side to ensure you have that alignment. The top of your back, so your neck is long and relaxed, and the top of your back, I like to think of someone gently placing their palm. So I'm not rounding here, but I have a space in between my shoulders. We'll just breathe here. On your next inhale, step both feet forward into a halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms up all the way overhead and then down at your sides. That's our first Sun A. We'll take that one more time. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back into a plank pose. Shift forward and lower yourself with control, Chaturanga Dandasana, and then all the way to the mat. Inhale, Cobra. Exhale, Downward Facing Dog. Just take a breath. We won't stay here as long. Step both feet between your hands, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms up overhead, and then down to your sides. Find that Tadasana, mountain pose. Let's inhale our arms up overhead and sit back into chair. In chair pose, your tailbone should be toward the mat. You want to avoid too much of an arch here. So bring your tailbone down. Weight is in your heels, so you can try to bring your toes up. And from here, bring your hands to your thighs. And let's think about cat-cow or cow-cat here. So cow, inhale, bring your shoulders back. Exhale, round, arch your back. Cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. And stand all the way up, arms up overhead. Let's take a side stretch. So grab your right wrist with your left hand and stretch. Bring your arms up overhead, and let's switch to the opposite side. Bring your arms up overhead. Bring your hands to your hips, and we'll transition to Warrior One. So bring your right foot back at a 45-degree angle. You can have some space in between, keeping your feet almost your heels, hip distance apart. Your hip points are toward the front of the mat. Arms up overhead and a bend in that front knee. If you need to bend your back knee a bit, or change the position a little bit of your foot to make your knee to make it feel good on your knee, do that. From here, let's cactus our arms. So our arms are in a cactus here, and we'll play with cow cat here. So cow, inhale, look up, slight back bend. Exhale, bring your elbows together for cow, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Come back to Warrior One, arms up overhead. Step back into Downward Facing Dog. We'll take that on the opposite side, moving a little bit more quickly, since our body knows where we're going. So step both feet forward and inhale into chair pose. Bring your hands to your thighs. Let's roll our shoulders back for cow and then cat. Exhale. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Stand all the way up. We'll take another side stretch. Grab your right wrist. Side stretch. Bring both hands up and then stretch to the left. Come back to center. Step your left foot back into warrior one. Arms up overhead. Bend in that front knee, shoulders down. Cactus your arms. And let's inhale and think cow as we take a back bend. Exhale, cat, as we bring our elbows together. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Come back to warrior one. Bring your hands to your hips. And we'll just step at the top of our mat. And let's inhale our arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back into a table. Now in table, we'll do a cat-cow uh, child's pose flow. So you can watch me for the first one, and then we'll do two. Try to link your breath with it. So in our table, we want our wrists under our shoulders, our knees under our hips. We're going to think, do a little bit of a traditional cow-cat, but add a flow to it. So inhale, cow. Exhale, arch your back, belly button to spine, cat. And then push back into a child's pose. On your inhale, inhale into that cow. Head lifted, belly dropped. Exhale, cat. Arch your back and push back to child's. Let's take two more. Inhale to cow. Exhale, cat. Push back to child's. And one more. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Push back to child's. And then inhale into table. A neutral table here. So from here, let's just sit back and find an easy seat. And you can twist out a little bit. So bring your arms up overhead and bring your right arm behind you, your left hand to your knee. And think about twisting in the upper back. And you can look toward your right shoulder. Bring your arms back up and twist to the opposite side. Bring your arms back up and then down at your knees. Thank you for trusting me with this short mini flow practice today. I hope it helped you to feel a little bit more grounded, connected to your breath, that you're able to think about that idea of expansion and contraction as you move through your day. Until next time, take care.